Good morning to my classmates, listeners, and to my teacher, Ma'am Bautista. Now please allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lorraine Agno, and this is my English presentation. And I am now going to start my presentation. This presentation is about how I use textual aids to present some data and information. Again, textual aids are educational instruments that could be written text or other ways of emphasizing like graphs. As for my survey topic, it is about which grade is the most enjoyable for you and why. I used pie chart or graph and written text or the title to present the information I got from 100 students. Now let's get started. As you can see, the first textual aid that I used is a pie chart, showing the most enjoyable grade. Obviously, grade 8 has the biggest part in the pie. For grade 7, there are 33 out of 136 students who enjoyed at grade 7 the most. It is equivalent to 24.3%. For grade 8, the highest number of votes. There are 51 out of 136 students who enjoyed at grade 8 the most. It is equivalent to 37.5%. For grade 9, the least one, there are 11 out of 136 students who enjoyed at grade 9 the most, equivalent to 8.1%. For grade 10, there are 21 out of 136 students who enjoyed at grade 10 the most. It is equivalent to 15.4%. And lastly, for elementary, there are 20 out of 136 students who enjoyed at elementary the most. It is equivalent to 14.7%. For the next type of textual aid that I used, it is the title, to emphasize the topic more, which is the most memorable grade for students. Why is that grade the most enjoyable for students? My survey topic was, what was the most fun and memorable grade in their lives and why? Participants in my survey were grade 10 students who were about to enter senior high school. My goal in this presentation is to find out what the ideal grade is for them. Each grade level has a student who has chosen. However, grade 8 has the most students who believe it is memorable, while grade 9 has the fewest. Why is grade 8 their most memorable grade? According to the survey information and data, grade 8 is the time when there is no pandemic. They were still with their friends. That was the year they finally adjusted to school. In grade 8, they participated in different group activities and were free to eat out, talk to classmates or friends, play games, and visit a classmate's house. There were also students who gained confidence in expressing their opinion. The reason why others like grade 9 is because it is the beginning of online classes. The survey found that not all students became unhappy with having an online setup. They also learned a lot in this grade, especially in math and English. Some students enjoyed answering the worksheets and were satisfied that they learned each lesson well. Others chose grade 7. They claimed that it is served as a stepping stone to a new environment, to which they must adapt. There were numerous memories, including endless stories with friends, laughter, and even exhausting activities. This stage also served as a way for them to determine who among their friends will stick around and support them. They also got to experience the excitement of LHS week and club week for the first time. For those who chose grade 10, their reason for choosing it was that it was the grade where they considered their classmates as family, for they had been together for so long. It is said that they are happy even though they have to pull an all-nighter for group activities. Their sections are more united. There are students who excel a lot, especially in academics, became more competitive, loved themselves more, and became stronger in every trials of life. Last but not the least, elementary. Believe it or not, some students still choose it. They had the impression that they were free in every way. They were able to play freely outside, and it was here that they developed a strong friendship. There are also few activities and the lessons are much more easier than it is now. Their house is also closer to school, and they have fewer or lesser expenses. Overall, I discovered that each student has a different mindset. There are various points of view or opinions and levels of satisfaction. Each grade represents a new challenge, which you will gradually overcome. Each year represents a step forward in one's life and knowledge. There are also similarities and differences in each person we meet, as well as some stresses received in each lesson and the feeling that you must do everything you can to overcome. I'd also like to leave a lesson for all readers and listeners, Carpe Diem, which means seize the moment. Because we don't know how long people will live, we should live each day to the fullest. Now let me show you more examples of textual aids that I could use to present my information. I made a bar graph, line graph, and the Venn diagram. This is just the same as the pie chart. They can both let us understand the data more. And I was talking about the topic. I call the image at the left side the bar graph. Still, grade 9 is in the lowest. I also tried using the line graph to show the data that I got with the use of my survey questions. Again, these textual aids are other more ways to present data or information. As we can see, there really is a lot of difference in grade 8 and 9. The line and the bar went down rapidly, for there are students who don't like that grade that much. And lastly, Venn diagram. This states the differences and similarities of the 3 most enjoyable grade for students. This is based from my survey. Per grade or choice, there were similarities, and each circle provided us the information that made us each different. The one stated in the middle is the similarities of it all. For grade 7, they experienced the feeling of having culture shock, finding new friends, and a new beginning. For grade 8, they have finally adjusted, found long-term friends, has easy lessons, and made more friendship. For grade 10, they considered their classmates as family and boosted students' confidence more and gained courage. For the similarities of grade 7 and 8, they found a new set of friends, and they are both junior years. For grade 7 and grade 10, these are both stepping stones towards a new environment. And lastly, grade 8 and grade 10. Their similarities, they are both stressful yet made friends that turned family. For the similarities of them all, these are the most enjoyable grades in high school. To sum it all up, I used 5 types of textual aid to provide some support and to make you understand the text more. I hope that with the help of my presentation, you learned that the textual aids are really useful when it comes to sharing information with other people. That's all. Again, I'm Lorraine Agno, and thanks for listening.